Success in 2026 competitive exams depends on your ability to map a static data point to its broader macroeconomic ripples. Relying on disconnected daily headlines leads to fragmented logic. In high-stakes multiple-choice questions, this creates the specific type of confusion that results in negative markings. To avoid that trap, we have extracted only the highest-yield current affairs from the first week of April 2026. This operational framework maps every news item directly to your core syllabus: economy, national polity, international relations, and static GK. Using this strict syllabus taxonomy allows you to categorize information as you read, mirroring the structured logic required during the actual exam. On April 1st, India initiated the nationwide rollout of E20 petrol. This fuel infrastructure integrates agricultural production directly into the energy sector. This chart shows how the 80-20 petrol to ethanol ratio functions as a policy lever. As we integrate more domestic ethanol, our carbon footprint and our dependency on oil imports drop simultaneously. These energy milestones are reflected in the latest IRENA report. India now ranks third globally in renewable energy capacity, operating at 250.5 gigawatts. Solar power is the primary driver here, accounting for 37 gigawatts of the massive 45-gigawatt expansion we saw over the last year. Beyond energy, the government is fortifying the export market. The Ministry of Textiles has extended the Ross CTL scheme through September 2026 to stabilize this labor-intensive sector. Mechanically, the Ross CTL scheme refunds embedded state and central taxes through electronic duty scripts. Exporters then use these scripts to offset basic customs duties on their own imports. These policies create a dual shield. Increasing domestic energy security lowers baseline costs, while tax rebates maintain export competitiveness during periods of international economic uncertainty. The Ministry of Education has officially granted NCERT deemed to be university status. This status provides NCERT with academic autonomy. The institution now has the authority to design and offer its own distinct PhD and advanced research programs. This shift expands NCERT's role beyond school textbook publishing. It is now positioned to function as a premier driver of evidence-based education policy. Establishing this autonomy serves as a structural reform. By empowering the institution to lead its own research, the government upgrades teacher training and curriculum nationwide. While India focuses on domestic stabilization, the surrounding region is experiencing rapid leadership shifts, starting in Mongolia. 39-year-old Utral Nyamasoor has been appointed as Mongolia's new prime minister. His appointment follows weeks of parliamentary boycotts and a legislative gridlock that forced the resignation of his predecessor. To the southeast, Myanmar's political crisis has intensified. In Nay Pyi, the Union Parliament has voted military chief Min Aung Hlaing into the presidency. This vote cements military governance. By securing 429 out of 584 votes, the military has formalized its influence through the country's existing electoral framework. For students structuring essay arguments on foreign policy, these neighborhood power shifts represent the primary challenges to India's regional stability. For your objective prelims, start with energy commodities. The United States is currently the world's largest producer and exporter of LPG. The U.S. controls 40% of global LPG exports. On the other side of the trade, China remains the world's largest importer and consumer. In geography, China's Daocheng Yading Airport is officially the highest airport in the world, situated at an altitude of 4,411 meters. High-altitude aviation requires specific engineering. Because oxygen density is so low, these airports build extremely long runways, allowing planes to generate lift for takeoff. In technology, Martin Cooper is known as the father of mobile phones. He developed the original Motorola Dynatac, a device that weighed 1.1 kilograms. The historical milestone occurred on April 3, 1973, when Cooper made the first wireless handheld call from a street in New York City. Memorizing these static facts secures guaranteed marks in objective prelims, preserving your mental energy for the more complex questions in the mains. The updates from early April reveal a clear pattern. India is fortifying its economic, environmental, and educational foundations. This domestic consolidation stands in direct contrast to the unpredictable leadership shifts occurring across the broader international landscape. Understanding both the deep policy mechanisms and the static facts provides the macro-to-micro perspective required to secure a top-tier rank. To lock this logic into your memory, download the monthly Current Affairs PDF and attempt the mock tests via the links in the description.